my working partner Marines. You're going to come back. You're going to grab the rest of your trash and gear. You're going to load up on that bus. You will go to the back. You will fill in every single seat. I do not care about you sitting by your friends. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Move.
These are the students coming from MCRD, whether it be straight off of boot leave or coming off of recruiter's assistance, to get them processed up to SOI for training. Once they go to training, they're either going to go to Infantry Training Battalion or Marine Combat Training Battalion. The first part of the process is down here at the USO. I come down here on a weekly basis whenever we have a pickup, and what we do is we distinguish the Marines from MCT and ITB. 0300s going to ITB, anyone else going to Marine Combat Training Battalion.
So the Marines are currently at supply getting issued everything they're going to need and required for the training of the 29-day training cycle. It's very important that they receive it. First off, they're going to be conducting live fire training. So some of the PPE is required for live fire ranges aboard Camp Pendleton. The rest of the gear is cold weather gear, or currently we are in warm weather gear. So they'll be receiving hydration systems as well to keep the Marines hydrated throughout the physical training.
So currently the Marines are conducting their land navigation performance examination. So what they'll be doing today is they have their points, which are just grid points that you would find on a map. From there, they plotted their points. They found azimuths, which is the data that they're going to be using in order to put in their compass in order to go from point A to point B, as well as they have found their distance from point A to point B. Being able to find those 5 points, they need to achieve 4 out of 5 in order to pass. So we buddy them up, they go out there, they have a scorecard, and then they execute that scorecard, which has their grids, has their azimuths that they've already found, as well as their map, and they'll go out there and they'll actually conduct the land nav portion of the performance examination, where they test their skills to be able to mitigate going through the terrain, as well as being able to find a point that's out there on terrain that they're not really familiar with.
Build upon that foundation and further their knowledge and skills towards tactical field care. So we started off with a classroom environment. From there, we have the practical application, which goes into carrying, doing regular TFC, tourniquet drill, and a couple other things to enhance their skill from what they have and learned from boot camp. It's important because it's definitely going to help them out once they, leave the country, being deployed or go anywhere in the world. And it also helps them on the civilian side, just in case they need it. As far as COM in here at MCT, it's their first time being introduced to COM. So we started off with the same thing with classes, platform instructing. They're going to get about an hour and a half to the classroom, introduce them to the radio system. And then once that's finished, we have a practical application. It's about 3 hours. They first get to touch with their COM gear. After that, they'll call up using a certain type of format that they were taught in boot camp, like the salute report, and then we introduce them to the pause rep, sit rep, spot rep, and all these report that's pertaining and used in the fleet.
We don't just kick right off into the 15K evaluated hike. We have to stepping stones. You gotta crawl, walk, run. So we prep them, teach them how to adjust their pack, how to pack their pack, and we do the 5K so they understand how much that how much that weight feels on their back, and then they get used to it and they get conditioned to that weight, and then we up it to the 10K and then finishing with that 15K.